So back in 2011, I was 17 years old, and I moved in with my father. And he lived on this little road right next to an overpass that at the end of the street is a little white gate and a utility building at the bottom of a cemetery that was placed on a hill called Chestnut Grove. Now the house that he lived in was right across from a little steel yard, and it was probably one of the most haunted places I've ever been in my life, and I lived there for a few years. This happened when we moved out. So everything was practically moved. We got everything over to the new house. It was just some random crap laying around in the basement we needed to collect. Blankets we needed to peel off the windows. You know, because we had to have plastic over the windows. Otherwise, we'd have a $700 gas bill every winter. At this point in time, I had walked into this house. And when you walk through the front door, directly ahead of you is a man door leading into the kitchen, which had a blanket over it. Because we didn't use that door. That's where my dad had his toolbox positioned. To the left was the living room, which led into the dining room, and to the right was the stairs going up, where you had the bathroom, the attic, to the left the bedroom, another bedroom, and yet another bedroom. I'm downstairs and I walk into the living room. I pull the blanket down, old wolf blanket that was in front of the bay window. I fold it up, I set it aside. Same thing, I go into the kitchen, I do that. I walk out of that little man door from the living room to the mud room next to the stairwell to that little man door leading into the kitchen, and I rip that blanket down. As I do, I hear my dad yell down, "Sophie!" Bellowing, angry. My dad wasn't there, y'all. He was at the other house watching the kids. She was in the basement. And I yelled down to her, "Did you hear that?" And she just said, "I fucking told you." I got plenty more stories